Hello YouTube friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Haley. Today I'm going to be doing a first impressions, try on and review of these cute little e.l.f. palette. These are the e.l.f. Bite-Sized Beauty Eyeshadow palettes and they come in 4 different sets of colors. I have 2 of them today. I have the Rose Water and Cream and Sugar. Now I have to say, this Rose Water, these shades are absolutely stunning, and then the Cream and Sugar is just very neutral, so I thought it was good to have. But these shades were definitely drawing my eye. These are $2 or $3 and they're honestly like really good sizes for $2 or $3. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up and I'm going to be trying them on today. But first I will do some swatches for you. So before I jump into creating an eye look, I am going to do some swatches for you. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Rose Water palette. And once again, these are really, really good sizes for being as cheap as they are. Here are the swatches on my hand and the colors above them. This one was definitely more pink than I expected, and this one was definitely more purple than I expected. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the Cream and Sugar. Here are the Cream and Sugar swatches. I am going to be doing one eye with each of them just for fun. And since I'm testing them out, I'm actually going to do kind of the same thing for both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the matte shade as a transition shade. Then I'm going to try to do a little smoke with these two, and then I'm going to line the eye with the darker shade. And the same thing with this one. I'm going to use this shade as transition, do a little smoky eye with this, and then use this as a liner. There are no shade names, so I'm just going to be pointing. Also, I'm not using any eye primer, because I just want to see how they perform on their own without any help. So I'm going to start with this one because this one has definitely been calling my name. And I'm going to start with the matte shade and just take it on a fluffy brush and start putting this in the crease. Okay, there is the matte shade. It's not that visible, but it's not completely, invisible either. So now I'm going to go in with this one all over the lid. Once again, there's no names, it's just colors. So I'm trying to put this on a brush, and it's not going that well. Once again, there's a lot of fallout there. Once again, I'm not using any eye primer, so I don't know if that explains it. I am going to grab a little bit on my finger here and see if this helps. Yeah, it helps. So I feel like with the primer it definitely would stick more, so I'm not going to be too harsh on it. And now I'm going in with a blending brush and the darker glittery shade, and I'm going to try to put that out here, and absolutely nothing is showing up. Ugh. Nothing is showing up. So I'm going to go in and back with the flat brush because it seemed to grab the glitter a little more than that one did. I mean, this showed up really well on my hand. Okay. I know you guys can see this, right? You can see that, right? So my suggestion for this would definitely do your eyes first before you put face product on. Now I'm going to go in with the flat brush in this dark shade, and I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. It was very purple when I swatched it, way more than I thought it would be actually. I'm not even going to touch the bottom. I'm not even going to worry about the bottom of my eyes right now. Now just for testing purposes, we're going to do this eye with this. Going to go in with this matte shade, and once again, it's just a giant brush. Can't see this at all on my eyelids. Nothing. Okay, so that was absolutely pointless. Okay, now I'm going to go into this shade, which looks like it's just a general shimmer shade, which are my kind of shades. So let's see. There was a lot of dust that came off with this one, so I'm really nervous about that. Not as much fallout as the pink one had. Now I'm going to go into this very coppery color and put this on the outer part of my eyelid. Finally going in with this very deep matte brown. This is like really deep. This is going to work great as a liner, I'm hoping. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. I'm actually really disappointed in these. I heard so many good reviews. Like, okay, here's where my thoughts are. These are $2 or $3 depending on where you get them. They perform like $2 or $3 eyeshadows, and I guess I was just expecting them to be a little bit better. I would it's so hard because like some of the shades are great and then some of them are not. And I don't know if it's because I'm not using primer at the moment. So I might actually go back tomorrow and film a little bit more with some primer to see if that makes a difference, because everybody just raves about these, but there's so much fallout in these underneath my eyes. If you are going to be using these, please do your eyes first. Don't get your face makeup all done, because this is going to get the two matte lighter shades do not show up on my skin tone whatsoever. And I have to say the saving grace for these palettes are this shade here and this shade here. They're the ones that are on the inner corner. I felt like they showed up the most. They're very, very shimmery. I really do like that. This is hard. I don't know if you could use these to make a complete eye look, to be honest with you, just because the shades don't show up that well. And like these two are so similar, you can't really see a difference. And you have to use a lot of these to have them show up on your eye. Again, these colors are seriously absolutely stunning, so I'm going to continue to use them. And I'm going to go back here. Like I said they perform like $2 or $3 eyeshadows. They do. However, are these bad for $2 or $3? No. There are some really, really, really bad eyeshadows out there for $2 or $3, and these definitely are good, but they're not what I expected them to be, just based on reviews of other people. So I'm considering going back tomorrow with some primer on my eyes just to see if that makes a difference. We'll see. I'll see you guys soon. We are back. It is a new day, and I decided to come back on a different day and give these one more chance, but with primer this time, because after I got done with these yesterday, I was looking at a bunch of reviews on many different sites and videos, and nobody seemed to be disappointed in these like I was yesterday. So I feel like I have to be doing something wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and try these with primer today. And when I was messing around with these yesterday, I actually created a really cool eye look, but for the purpose of just testing these again and comparing it to yesterday, I'm going to do the same thing I did yesterday, and then maybe if there's enough time, I might go back and just do the stuff for fun. So first, before anything, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and then go back in and give these another shot. And today, I didn't put any makeup on my face because if you remember yesterday when I applied the shades, there was fallout everywhere. I mean, everywhere underneath there. So why even bother with face makeup today? Let's just jump into the eyes and see if a primer makes a difference with the amount of fallout that I get. Okay, starting with the Rose Water palette again, I'm going to take this matte purplish gray shade like I did yesterday, and I'm going to try to put that in my crease and build it up just a little bit.
So far, not noticing any difference compared to yesterday.
Going into this sparkly pink shade.
Not completely, it worked a little bit better when I had my fingers. Okay, it looks about the same as yesterday. Okay, going back in with the finger.
Okay, then I'm going to take the darker pink sparkly shade and try to put that out here. Okay, that looks different. That's way different than yesterday. This looks way more pigmented than yesterday. Yesterday, the colors looked exactly the same, and today I can see the difference in the colors. I can tell that there's a lighter and a darker.
Okay, that looks different. That's way different than yesterday. This looks way more pigmented than yesterday. Yesterday, the colors looked exactly the same, and today I can see the difference. In the colors, I can tell that there's a lighter and a darker. It's still not fantastic, but I can at least see the difference today. Okay, so it is a little bit better. Let's try finger.
Now I'm going in with the dark purple shade, and I'm going to use it as a liner. There is the rose water side, and now I'm going to do the cream and sugar side. I don't feel the need to use my finger like I did yesterday. That's better than yesterday too, okay. And now going in with the matte brown to line. When I was swatching these shades, the matte brown was very patchy. Like the purple actually wasn't, surprisingly, but the brown was a little patchy. So I think if you're going to use it like all over, you need to really pack it in there and take some time to build it up, or else it's going to be a little bit patchy for you. Okay, so going back in and using a primer first, it definitely made a difference. The colors show up more. You can see more differentiation between the colors. Like yesterday, they all just kind of blended into one blob, and I couldn't really tell the difference between colors, but today it's a little better. Now, am I still as impressed as I hoped I would be? No, but am I more impressed than yesterday? Yes. So like I said, these are $2 to $3, and they perform like $2 to $3 shadows. However, you get a lot of them, and they actually are pretty good for the price point. Now, would these probably be my everyday? No, simply because it does take a lot of work to get these to kind of show up. They do blend together really well, I will say that, but in order just to get them on there and get them to show up, it is quite a lot of work. But once again, my views have changed since yesterday, and they have improved. That being said, still a ton of fallout. I tapped off my brushes to try to get any excess off. Still an incredible amount of fallout. So once again, I would still suggest doing your eyes first, then brushing away anything, and then doing your face makeup, or using a shadow shield or something, because this is a lot. Like, I have pink highlighter down here that's not actually highlighter. Would I suggest these if you're in a hurry, you need something really quick and easy? Yes, absolutely. If you are traveling and just need something kind of small and compact, and you're not too worried like about an extravagant eye look, these would be good. I know that these have a really great shade range as well. I only got these two, but I know that there's blues and greens and you know, blacks and grays. Like, they have a really good shade range. So I'd be interested in trying those, because from what I have seen, those work pretty. Seems like we might have a little bit of extra time, so I'm actually gonna do a different eye look. But as far as the review goes, it stops here. So if you want to stop watching, it's okay. I understand. But if you want to keep watching, then join. So for the look I was talking about, I'm going to take the Rose Water palette. And what I was doing yesterday, after I filmed, is I was just kind of playing around. And I actually took the deep dark purple shade here, and instead of using it as a liner, I brought it way up into the crease, and it looked really, really cool. So that's what I'm going to do today. It was just kind of by accident. I don't know how it's going to work out today, so we'll see. But I just did the matte shade in the crease, and now I'm going to take this light purple shade and put it all over the lid. And when I did that yesterday, it was It was a lot of purple and not a lot of this pink, but it still looked really, really cool.
So what I did yesterday was I just took a big fluffy brush, stuck it into this dark purple, and I put it in the crease. I don't know how I did it, but it looked really, really good, so I'm just going to try to do that now, and we'll see how this goes. Slightly nervous. Ooh, okay. I don't think that is how it looked. See, I don't feel like it was on the side as much yesterday. I feel like it was just up top. If I can remember correctly, so I'm going to try not to go down there. No, I already did over here. I'm looking patchy.
It was along the gist of this, but I'm just going to stop here for now. Like I said, still in quarantine, not going anywhere, not going to waste all my makeup if I don't have to, so I'm not going to add eyeliner, I'm not going to add mascara, I'm not going to add falsies. Let's just be real here. So it was along the lines of this, and it's kind of nice to see how the darker matte shades work over the whole eye as compared to a liner. They are a bit patchy, so you do have to work on evening them out. And of course I would clean this up if I were actually going to be wearing this. But the purple is not as patchy as the matte brown. After working with these for a little bit, they are starting to grow on me. I think you just have to know how to use them. Primer helps immensely. Use it. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. I have a lot more coming soon, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon.